These gang stalkers in this car right here, they must know I'm mad. They were just over there and wait till I walked through that breezeway thing and then decide to pull off. And now they act like they sitting here monitoring me. So, see, I look at them. Look, bitches. Gang stalking cowards. Yeah, something needs to be done with them. They have blood on their hands and they're guilty of murder. I don't care. Oh, be careful making accusations like this. No, they're part of the whole fucking conspiracy, so shut the fuck up. So, earlier at first I had a good day. And then just before dinner, they had a demonic, dirty, homeless white man who'd been perping me before. And he coughed on me on purpose. And then they had this two white females. Both of them were wearing all black. And one of them clicked her like New Orleans style, like black females New Orleans style, clicked her gum in my ear. And I cussed them out. And they freaking ignored me, But, why you wait till you get in my ear and just make that clinking noise with the gum, or you wait till, and that triggers me more than anything because of the idea that people try to say that they have a right to do that. And that homeless guy, he waited till he got near me, and just before, I knew it. I thought, watch, he's gonna walk by me and cough on me. I didn't even say it out loud, but I thought it in my head, and just that, he went and coughed on me. So, you know what? Whether the coronavirus is real or not, coughing on people on purpose, that should be treated as the equivalent of assault. I'm sorry for the strong wind. I'm saying that should be treated like the equivalent of physical assault. Since they're attempting, to try to scare you into thinking they're going to get you sick, or they're trying to make you sick. Do wicked shit like cough on people on purpose. And then I walk up into the restaurant, Cactus Cantina, and just to order the $4 beans and rice. And then they had this young white kid who delusionally believed he's black, project, and ghetto. And he delusionally believed he's a black gangster. But I bet you he never slid his dick up a black woman's coochie a day in his life. And if he has a girlfriend, I bet you the girlfriend is white, like him. But he's trying so hard to try to act like a thug and try to be a nigga, And then he gave me a problem before, but most of the time he was, I don't want to sound slangish, but, try to act like he was nice and cool for a long time. Maybe he just recently sold his soul to the devil. Maybe he just recently became a perp and sold his soul to the devil. So he gave me my chips. I said, no thanks, I don't want any chips today. Since I already had chips with lunch. So I didn't want any chips and salsa. And so, who the hell, usually when you at a restaurant, water is usually one of the first things they give you. Well, in their case, water and the chips. But, he didn't even ask me. And then he took literally, when I told him I wanted some water, and he took literally over 20 minutes to try to get me some water. But I told him I didn't want the chips, and he just ignored me and left the chips there, the chips and salsa. But then he took a long time, and I said, wait a minute, where's my water? And then he's got an attitude and said, oh, hold on, wait a minute, oh, can you wait, please? Like, and I'm like, I don't get how if you ask for something, it's supposed to take 10, 20 minutes just to get you some fucking water. Look at this. You see the brighting? The right light is brighter than the left. And then when they get closer up, the lights look normal. So I'm already agitated and upset. Just freaking wicked. And look at him. Gay. You ain't no thug. All these white guys, these white young kids who delusionally believe they're a nigga, they're actually cowards they're actually cowards pretending to be thugs. And then so when the guy, you see how this cup is? But it was a different cup. And you see where this line is, where my thumb is at? Well, he put the water up to there, and I asked him if he could fill it to the brim. And see, look, they're brightening lights, lots of them. Yesterday they were doing one headlight, now they're brightening lights, and noise harassment. And so then he when I asked him, I said, I'm like, because I knew he was gonna think I was trying to be petty. But there are people who fill up where my thumb is, literally right there, and then making like I'm being petty with juice that I pay for. And I have proof and evidence of that, But I said, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be an asshole, because I knew he thought I was going to be trying to be petty, but I wasn't. It's an OCD thing. Plus, I've been trying to keep, meticulous track of how much water I drink. And what, trying to improve my health and stuff. And I didn't want to be off. That's why I don't like other people fixing my food or drink, because they never do it the way I want to, or they like, it's a Pensacola thing. See, if it was in New Orleans, they would have filled it up like all the way up here, rather than down there. So, even though it's way more than half, but I was just, trying to be more meticulous and exact. And I've had that, people, if anybody else, they go back and, if it's water, they'll fill it up with no problem. But if it's juice that I pay for, they give me a problem. They give me a problem. But this guy right here, so I said, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I said, do you mind if I can have this filled all the way to the top? He's like, hey, what you mean? It's already at the top, trying to gaslight me. And then he trying to make like, oh no, that's the standard, that's the amount, that's the exact same line that they use with giving me a half a cup of grits. Oh, that's the standard, that's the amount you're supposed to have. And I said, look, you ain't gonna, and I said, look, you ain't gonna give me a problem over no fucking water. And he's like, and so then he tries to say, oh, and you say you ain't giving me no problem over no fucking, and he said, oh, you say that you ain't being an asshole, you giving me a problem over some fucking water, And it's like, if I just turned 37, and if you see a picture of this guy, he looks like he's under 25. Younger than me, and trying to tell me what's the standard. And he's like, oh yeah, I can get you a picture. If you want to, I'll get you a picture. You fill it up yourself or whatever. But, so I saw him trying to call himself trying to tattle on me. I'm like, you're supposed to be a thug and so hard, but you want to tattle on me like a little bitch. I didn't tell him that, but that's what I was thinking. And so me sitting here trying to explain myself to the girls and say, y'all see me come here all the time. I don't mean any trouble. I mean, that's the same restaurant where that perp that only worked there a couple of days, like 1 or 2 days, that it was a different perp who was wearing a red shirt and try to demand a tip before I can even sit down and eat my food. Demand a mandatory tip, and then the manager sit there and sided the illegal, mean, abusive, narcissistic Mexican manager sat there and sided with and defended him. And then the next day was giving me the silent treatment and giving me mean looks and stuff. So I stayed away from there for a while. And then because my money is low, that's when I, started going back there off and on just to get the $4 beans and rice rather than the whole $10 meal, trying to stretch and save my little money. So I'm sitting here trying to explain, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for any trouble. I didn't mean to try to be petty. With my OCD and stuff, I guess the perps fuck with that even more. But at the same time, they fill my cup up with like this amount of orange juice or grits or whatever, and then tell me that's the standard, that's the amount you're supposed to have. Or they're lying. So we've been over portioning, and we need to get new plates and bowls or whatever. It's like they're so clever and quick and sharp with their lies. That's why they must be demonically guided, And that guy was too arrogant to come back and apologize to me, And last time before that, what he did was, when I came the last time, I don't think it was him. I think it was the last time that he was my server. What he did was, he was wearing a faded red shirt, and he acted a little weird towards me. And then he went and he's not even the manager, but he acts like he thinks he has the authority of the manager, that the fact that he thinks he can control how loud the radio should be, the music. And so he took it upon himself, look, more brighting. And then when they get to me, they get close up. So then he blasted the music for like torturously loud, and the music is already loud there, but he blasted it unbearably loud that time, and then turned the music back down, like he did it on purpose just to be annoying and does petty little immature shit, but you act like you delusionally believe you're the manager or the boss, So I'm done with talking about this subject, and I'll see y'all in a while. Bye.